thought Joey was great. I thought, he had some innings where it could have gotten away from him, and he didn't let it. He made some big pitches when he needed to. Pitch count was low, and I thought he did a phenomenal job. Got the 2 singles off him in the 6th, but outside of that, I thought Joey was fantastic.
Festa's numbers may not look like it. He did a great job. Just be safe on winning.
He came in and we should have been out of that with maybe 1. We had a tough inning defensively there, and it happens. We're going to keep working, we're going to keep fighting, but you can't say enough about the job Matty Festa's done. We bring him in impossible situations, and he's done a great job to wiggle us out of them.
What do you think of the guys, how they went against Cosman?
Yeah, it's one of the best pitchers in the league. He's tough on lefties, but I thought, we fought. He was pretty good, throwing the fastball at the bottom, just like we talked about pregame. But I thought we had some pretty good at-bats off him, just weren't able to generate a bunch of runs.
How hard or difficult is it to play down these lines down in the outfield because it closes out so quickly down those lines?
Yeah, it's a little different than at home. There's not a whole lot of foul ground there, so that starts to get into your sights. It starts to slow you down, and when you're not used to playing out there, it can be tough. We've been out there working. I feel like we've had a number of just well-placed balls right down the left field line against us lately, and we're going to keep working on it.
Is that what happened with Valero on the 1 ball by Straw?
I haven't seen the replay.
He overran?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe just overran a little bit, but the ball barely hit the line there down the line, and just one of those things that's not going our way right now is that kind of flare down the left field line.
What do you think of yours as a bats in the 9th inning?
It's so much fun to watch our guys never quit. Haas with the big single, George, Manzo with a huge pinch hit double, and Brito works a good walk, and then Varland got nasty, and that happens. That's what closers do.
What was kind of like the thought process with using Steven as a pinch runner versus at bat, just given how he's going?
Defensive flexibility with Quan out. We didn't have a whole lot of moves to make, so we talked about, hey, if we do this, if we hit Schnee, we're going to put Bo out in the infield or Manzo out in the outfield, which they've never done, and it just didn't feel right there. So that was the move we had.
Are you concerned about Brito's defense? This is the second kind of big misplay he's made.
He's continuing. Yeah, he's continuing to work. Rugi's got him out there early, and this turf maybe hops a little different, but we got to be better. We got to catch the ball, and we're going to continue to work defensively. We need to get better. That's clear, and we're going to do that.
Should he have made that play?
I can't speak for that. I wasn't out there to field it. But we need to make every play that we can, and we're going to continue to work. Yeah, it was great to see David. That's why we put him in there against Gossman, and we were hoping he'd get a slider to hit, and he did.
No, I'm just with, do you still have confidence in Brito, I guess?
Yeah. He's going to be playing out there again tomorrow. He's here to play second base for us, and some couple good at-bats today. We just got to continue to help him develop defensively and help him to work.
What about Paulette? What did you see in that inning?
I just thought he got a little bit sped up, a little bit erratic, but man, to wiggle out of that with only 1 run, that was a outstanding job of him to battle and fight, and a couple good defensive plays by Valera and Haas behind him to keep the runner at third. And but for Peyton, we're going to continue to test him in these situations. He's going to be a big part of our bullpen, and he's been great in these situations. So felt like got a little sped up, but he was able to slow down and really wiggle his way out of a jam with only 1 run.